did, right?
I just called the dispatch and they said there's no restraining order.
You have a restraining order.
There's no restraining order.
order.
Well, you took my dogs.
You have a restraining
You took my dogs.
order. You know why we took your dogs? Because you're in violation.
I'm not in violation of nothing. I called the courthouse as well.
You have a restraining order.
And I paid the fees and give me my dogs back. You shouldn't have took my dogs. My dogs are not public safety, none of that. They were playing in the yard, in that. Don't give me my dogs back.
You can wait outside PD. You're in a private MPD because this is a private.
I need to get my dogs back.
This is not a public building, it's a private building, so it should be.
But you don't take my dogs. Don't take my dogs.
PD will be here and they'll be happy to speak with you, but you'll need to wait outside.
You shouldn't have took my dogs.
You could explain it to PD.
But explain them what?
What you're telling me.
You need to explain. Or do not even explain. You need to give me my dogs back.
You're not getting your dogs
You're not
back.
going to get your dogs back.
Yes, I am.
You need to leave because we have a restraining order against you.
I just called them.
I know.
100 yards.
Yes.
No, I just called and they said that I don't.
Well, I don't know who you're talking to, but
And until PD
Who's
comes here, then
dispatch?
we can settle it. But for now, we need to ask you if you can
who's
wait outside.
dispatch?
Huh? We called. We were talking to the police department. They said that
Okay,
she
but
didn't have a
they're
restraining
not
order.
in charge of that.
She looked her up and she says that there's no restraining order.
Okay, well, I don't know who she's talking to. I don't know who you're
You
talking
need to
to.
give me my dogs back.
We're not giving your dogs back.
Can
You need
us
to
the
give me
reason
my
why
dogs
you-
back.
Why you took the
I
dogs?
don't need to give you a reason why because
You-
you're not the animal.
well, you need to
she
give me-
knows why. She knows why.
I know why. No, I don't know why.
Well, if you can't figure that out, a judge told you what you had to do with your dog.
And I'm
If you can't
doing.
figure that out as animal owner, we can't help you on your end. Okay?
Then
you're
it's-
responsible for your animals.
And I am. And
but
my
the
dogs were not
judge-
doing anything
if
wrong.
the judge tells you you have to follow certain restraint orders, you have to follow them.
She did
No,
follow the restraining order.
I have
Yeah,
not
court
messed with you
orders.
guys. What are you talking about?
Messing with us, you know, ma'am,
She followed
Stop.
the court orders.
you're not messing with us and we're not messing with you. We're
Uh,
following what a judge says.
A judge? No, that's an old case. It's already closed. So what are you talking about?
We're talking about your restraint
Did-
order
no.
on the dogs. Your
There's
judge
no
told
restraining
you
order.
how to
That's
keep
an
your
old
animals.
case.
We're not here to
I just
argue
called.
about that.
I just called.
It
That's an
doesn't
old
matter
case.
if your case is old or not. You're still within the 3 years probation. They're on that probation for. It's not just the date of you took them back.
Okay, but the dogs
That's
are
not
behind
how
a
it
secured
works.
fence.
That's
The
not
dogs
your
were not
property,
doing
and
anything
it's not a
wrong.
secure fence. Not your property, and it's not a secure
That
fence.
doesn't matter. It is a secure fence.
It's
And
not
we had
secure.
The
permission
dog.
to be on
It's a
property.
vacant lot. It's open.
We had permission to. We had
It's
permission
open.
from the land, from the owner, from David Lau, that we were allowed to be there.
They said no.
The land is open.
They said you do not have permission.
Myra, you need to leave. Or
I need to get my dogs back.
you need to leave our
At this
premises
point, I
because you
think
do
we're
have.
just going around in circles.
You
I'm
need to
gonna
give me
ask
my
you to
dogs
please-
back.
That's not going to happen today. So I need you to please step outside. We'll have a conversation with the police department when they get here, and that's that for now. Okay? So please. let's
It's
go ahead.
not. It's not right what you guys are doing.
You're saying that that's not a secured fence? Is that the reason why you took them, or what?
So you guys gotta give me my dogs back. I'm not gonna step out nowhere. No, I'm here to get my dogs back. Shouldn't have took my dogs again.
Private building and you're not supposed to be recording this without permission.
You're not supposed to be taking my dogs without permission.
Wait outside.
They're live beings, and you took them from me.
Oh, yes, yes. Has the officer been in contact with you or no? No, we just take the doctor to information and then we release off the officer.
Okay, and so you took your dog to get information, right? Okay. Let me see if he's here. Maybe I can get a written statement if he's not here. Okay, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
And it's not for you guys to enforce the court, whatever they said. It doesn't make sense. I'm not going. No, I'm not going anywhere. You need to give me my dogs back.
My recommendation
can't have her do nothing, bro. I tried to take the dogs from there.
Okay. All right. So then we'll just have is PD on the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
We just got off the phone with PD and they said that she does not have a restraining order. That's what they said.
You need to give me my dogs back. And you're not saying nothing.
I don't know if you could please
I've
give us the
already
reason
said what I
why.
need to say to you.
Alright, can you ask them? Sorry, they won't talk to me. Can you ask them to please give us the reason why? What court order were we breaking for them to take the dogs?
What court order are we breaking for you guys to take the dogs?
There's 20 recommendations that they gave. That
And the judge said
no to.
all
They
I
said
had to do was pay.
There was three. There was three.
Pay.
Only freaking.
And I did pay.
There's only 3 court order. 3. What was it called? Stipulations that they gave. The leash, the fence.
So just go to my dispatch officer. So any aggressive act or any dog versus dog, they need to make.
How can you say that's not a secure fence?
The
dogs can't get out.
Statement in person from you to the officer. So unfortunately right now he's not here. So you guys just kind of have to wait till he's able to go back out to the property.
So do you know like what time you're gonna
We can't provide estimated time for arrival because they work in emergency basis.
This is the paperwork that they gave you today?
Yeah.
Public
And you
safety?
gave me paperwork, but yeah, I have a I have a restraining order. Bullshit.
They are
Circumstances of public safety. That should.
7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m.
So he's not here, right?
No, it's not here right now.
The animals were not unattended.
The animals were not unattended.
They were not in public. They're behind a secure fence. They couldn't not get out of that. And besides, they're not unattended. They weren't there alone. And you caught that all on video. You know you caught that all on video.